If you're looking to improve your finger picking or start fingerstyle guitar, then this is the video for you. My name's Skeet. Welcome to my Skeet Guitar channel. Let's dive straight in. Today we'll be looking at a 2-octave major scale. Now the point of this exercise is to teach us to alternate perfectly on our index and middle finger on our picking hand whilst maintaining good hand position on our fretting hand. I've chosen the key of A because that sits roughly in the middle of our fretboard, so it's not too stretchy. If you've followed any of my videos before, you'll know I have a method where I subdivide. We learn what one hand does, then the other, then we merge the two together. So before we dive deep into the alternation on the picking hand, let's learn that 2-octave major scale. It starts in 4th position. What that means is every note played in the 4th fret is played by our index finger, every note in the 5th fret is played by the middle, in the 6th fret by the ring, and of course the little finger, the pinky, plays everything in fret number 7. Now an A major scale actually starts on the 5th fret. What that means is we use our middle finger. So I'll just call out the finger numbers and I'll throw a tab up on screen so you can play along. So we start on our middle finger and then we go up to our pinky. That's on string 6, the E string. We go to the A string, string 5, and we use index, middle and pinky. On the D string, string 4, it's index, ring and pinky. Same on the G string, index, ring and pinky. Then it's middle and pinky on string 2, the B string. And then 1 and 2, index and middle on string 1. And then in reverse, so that would be middle, index, pinky, middle, pinky, ring, index, pinky, ring, index, pinky, middle, index, pinky, middle. Okay. So we'll go through that a couple of times nice and slow. You'll notice I'm not doing the alternation right now. My advice would be, if you don't know this pattern, then use your thumb and just learn to go up and down it so we're not overcomplicating the picking hand, and then we'll deal with the picking hand after, okay? But I think it's important that we get this in place first. Now, a couple of things to notice about this. There's no wild movements on my fingers. Okay? And also, I'm leaving a trail behind. What do I mean by that? The first 2 notes. Notice I haven't removed this finger. It's minimal movement all the time. That's the key to really good, smooth playing. So here now on the A string, I have 3 fingers on. What I'm trying to say is I'm not doing this. These unnecessary movements, all right? So just leave this nice little trail behind. It becomes very apparent as we reach string number 1 and as we start returning. Notice where my index finger is, I haven't moved it until now where I need it. So this is like ultimate calibration as well, guys. Not fretting the note until the moment you pluck it. That is your key to super smooth playing, you know. Hey guys, just a quick heads up. You're about to see a very short advert, and if you do watch it, it's a very easy way that you can support me in bringing you these free lessons. Think of it like dropping me a coin in my buskers case. We'll be straight back into the lesson afterwards. Thank you. That is your key to super smooth playing, you know. Just that ability to press and pluck at exactly the same time. So for that alone, this is a really great exercise. But my real purpose was about the picking hand, not about the fretting hand. A little bonus about this, that is a movable pattern, by the way. So as long as you know the root notes on your low string, your E string, then you can play any 2-octave major scale without changing what this hand does. So if you want to play a C major 2-octave scale, well, C, you will know, is on fret number 8. So we start on our middle finger at fret 8. You want to play it in G? Well, we know that's fret 3. Okay, so there's that little bonus. You can just play any major scale by learning one pattern. Let's dive into the real purpose of this video, this alternation. So all I'm doing, guys, is just using my index, then my middle, and never using the same finger 2 times on the trot. Sounds relatively easy. And it is easy on the strings where there are 1, 2. But the next string has 3 notes on. So we start on the index, then it's middle, then it's index. So now we have to reach down on our middle finger for the next string. So let me talk to you about anchoring. What I mean by anchoring is making a connection with the instrument so that our hand doesn't wildly move, it just knows where it is. So I begin by anchoring the back of my thumb against the soundboard of my guitar. I play my first 2 notes on the E string. Now once I'm clear of this and onto the A string, I actually rest my thumb on string number 6. Rest it on, and then this hand can just kind of pivot forwards as it plays. When it comes back to the E string, you'll see I'll raise up. Clear, now we're on. Just tilting forwards. All the way back. And then the thumb has just landed on the soundboard. There we go, finished. Okay. I'm not sure I need to dwell anymore on this really, guys. I've given you everything you need. You can move that scale around, so play around with that. A good little exercise perhaps would be to start at A, go to B flat, B, C, and just do it chromatically. I know scales can be boring. A lot of people tell me they don't find them that interesting. But let me tell you, it's the ultimate calibration exercise. I see a lot of finger pickers who, they play well, but sometimes their fingers are not really committed to the right string. It's like they're washing over them slightly. And I believe it's because their hand doesn't really know where it is. It doesn't know what lane it's in. It's guessing. There's an element of guessing in there. This takes the guesswork out of it. Your fingers will know where they are. They'll know what string they're plucking. This hand will know what string to fret at the exact moment. I've got some other exercises that I'm going to post in a couple of weeks. I've got a really great arpeggio exercise, again with this alternation, but there's some more complex sort of left-hand positioning going on. And I've also created 3 backing tracks for it, so it makes it more musical. It's the same backing track, but at 3 different tempos. So it starts quite slow, and as you're gradually building your skills and your tempo, it gets faster and faster. That's a really great exercise. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that one. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks, that'll be live. If you didn't know, I do post a brand new lesson every Wednesday at 6 p.m. UK time, and then lots of little hints and tips throughout the week. I offer a subscription service over on my Facebook page. It's 99p a month. That's less than $1 a month. You can cancel at any time, so your biggest commitment is 99p. And within that group, you get free tabs for anything that I post online. You get behind the scenes stuff. I'm on hand to answer some of your questions. If you're hitting any problems with anything you're learning, drop me a comment and I can sort that for you. So yeah, that's 99p a month. I'll leave a link for that in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Your support over the last couple of weeks has been immense. My channel has grown fantastically. So thanks, guys. Them comments are really helping. Tell your friends, share, like, subscribe. Happy playing, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks very much.